Imagine an entity in the world that was silently collecting thousands of gigabytes of data, all relating to you. Imagine a force that has memorized your driving patterns, your health needs, your favorite kinds of food, and even the kinds of products you're most likely to buy. This entity has a name and is known as Big Data. Whether you've known of its existence before or are hearing of it for the first time, Big Data is going to be a very prominent issue in the near future as it affects nearly every aspect of modern life. I remember when I made a purchase at Joseph A. Banks' clothier store about a year ago. I frequently bought clothes there, was a member of their loyalty program, and was currently in the market for a new suit. Prior to entering, I had received an email coupon that was almost tailor-made for me, providing 3 free shirts and 3 free ties with the purchase of a single suit. While I didn't realize it at the time, this was Big Data in action. Using my loyalty program purchase history, Joseph A. Banks realized that while I was a fan of their things, I found their suits to be a bit on the expensive side, and wouldn't buy one without the proper incentive. It may be easy to demonize something called big data, but in reality, the majority of all data collected is simply purchase records, like what happened for me. By collecting and analyzing my purchase history, I received 7 items for the price of a single suit, and Joseph A. Banks got $400 from me. In economics, we call that a market equilibrium, where producer and consumer are both better off. But retail isn't the limit of big data's reach. In the field of healthcare, a multi-billion-dollar industry here in America, it's able to provide concise reports of a patient's medical history, allowing doctors to more quickly determine the best procedures and medicines based on what is best for that particular individual. Big data is making its way to cars too, being used by some insurance companies to provide per-mile insurance to their clients, rather than offer the same flat rate to people who might not need that much coverage. Companies like Ford are taking things a step further, automating cars in ways never seen before to ensure drivers are safe and alert. Another very cool fact about big data is the belief that in the next few years, it will provide millions of jobs globally for data scientists. Now, it's important to keep in mind that big data is dealing with huge sums of data here, information that can and has been sold. Usually, it's to benign recipients, like politicians and charities, but it's not possible to say that it won't end up in the hands of identity thieves. And while purchase history makes up a great deal of big data, other, more personal pieces of information are being held as well, very little of which has been collected with the consent of the individual. Taken as a whole, I feel that society is, or will soon be, forced to deal with big data as a facet of everyday life. The monetary benefits it provides, taken with the costs it will have on society, will create lasting impacts on future generations. Of course, like every idea lauded as the next big thing, we're left with a couple of questions. What effects will big data have on security? Can we protect our personal information? And do corporations have a right to collect data without our consent? As the years pass by, all these and more questions will undoubtedly be answered. For now, we must monitor the spread and adaptation of big data in our society. After all, it's already monitoring us. Thank you.